Hey guys, what's up? It's Krystal. So today I have the new Lorac Spring 2016 collection to share with you guys. I picked mine up from Ulta.com, but they do also have these products in store. So if it's something that you've been eyeing or looking at, definitely go in store and swatch everything to see if it's something that you're interested in buying. But Lorac came out with a new foundation, blushes, and eyeshadow palette. I got pretty much the majority of these things on Ulta.com, but then I did go in store and I picked up a couple more of the blushes. So I'm going to start with the blushes because those are the things that I'm most excited about and the things that I love the most out of everything. These are called the Color Source Buildable Blush. They have 4 grams of product in here and they retail for $22 each. They have a total of 10 shades and I have 7 of the 10 to share with you guys. So this is the box that they come in. I'm going to read the back of the box just so you can know the claims that they have. So it says, instantly bring color and life to your cheeks with Lorac Color Source Blush. These silky smooth matte and satin blushes are paraben free and infused with anti-aging antioxidants such as pomegranate, acai, and vitamins A, C, and E in a wide spectrum of complexion enhancing hues. These buildable blushes can be worn sheer for a natural flush of color or layered for a dramatic effect. So that's what it says on the back. I love the packaging of these. I almost dropped one. Like in almost every video, I drop something, I swear. So this is what the packaging looks like. I love it. It is nice and sleek, flat, great storage friendly packaging. And I love that it has the window. You can actually see the blush through. I always appreciate that when brands do that. And then at the same time, it has a sticker with the name, the finish, and then the sticker is the color of the blush, which I also appreciate. So love the packaging overall. It's just really nice and sleek. And the other thing I like about the packaging is it has a magnetic closure. So it's just really easy to open and close. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through all the colors that I have. Again, I have 7 of the 10. I do have a couple clips of me applying some of the blushes, so I will insert those as I talk about them. This first color is called Tinge, and this is a matte shade. I will put the description of each blush down below, the color description. This is the lightest blush in the range, and this is really good if you have a fair or light complexion. This actually showed up a lot more than I thought it would on my cheeks, so I love this color. It's beautiful and it's very buildable. So let me just show you. So this one's called a Prism, and this is also a matte shade. This one's more of like a peach color. Again, this would be suitable for people with fair or light skin tones. So I just wanted to give you a comparison. This one is Tinge, and then this one is Prism. So you can see how Prism's much more peachy toned and a little bit deeper as well. This color is Spectra. It's also a matte, and this one's like a rose pink. This one's called Aura. It's also a matte shade, and this one's leaning a little bit more pinky berry, almost mauve actually. It's really pretty. This one's called Chroma, and this one says it's a matte. This one's more berry toned. It's really pretty as well. Chroma is the one that I'm wearing on my cheeks in this video. So even though it's a deeper shade for a light complexion, it is very buildable, so I can wear it very light for just a sheer wash of color, or I can build it up. So this one's called UltraViolet. It's a matte. Obviously, it's like a purple shade. I debated about this one. This is actually one of the ones I went back to buy at the store. I wanted to see it in person. And I've tried one like this from Urban Decay, and I ended up returning that one because it did look muddy on me. I just love purples so much. It's like I want them to work for me, but sometimes they can look muddy. So generally they don't really work well on my skin complexion or my skin tone. So I decided just to get this one anyway, and I tried it on by itself and I really didn't love the way that it looked on my skin tone. So I mixed it in with one of the lighter shades and then it worked out fine. So I can use this one as long as I mix it, but if you're somebody who's like fair or light, this is probably not going to be one that works well for you. So the last one that I have is called Cinematic or Cinematique, and this is a matte shade. This one looks very intimidating because it is a darker shade. It might pull a little bit lighter on camera than it looks in person. And I did do swatches of them on Instagram. I will insert that picture after these clips. You will see that the swatches that I did are very swatch heavy. Even though those swatches are very heavy, you can definitely wear them more sheer. So I wore this one yesterday and it was beautiful. I love it. It's probably one of my favorites. So don't be intimidated if it looks too dark because you can sheer it out. So I just swatched two swatches. As you can see, one's really swatch heavy and the other one I sheared out quite a bit. So just wanted to show you that so you guys are not scared of this color. So those were all the Color Source buildable blushes. Like I said, you can wear them very sheer. You can build them up. That's what I love about these. The texture of them is so silky smooth and soft. They're very blendable on the skin. I absolutely love these. If you're gonna check anything out from this spring collection, I would definitely check out the blushes. I highly recommend them. I think they're really, really nice quality. And again, I love the packaging. So they also have a really nice color variety. So they have something for people with light complexions and people with deeper complexions. So the three other shades that I didn't get, one was like a coral, like a vibrant coral it seemed, and then a vibrant pink, and then the other one was like a burgundy shade. That one was really deep, so I didn't pick it up. But after using these, I would consider purchasing all of those because like I said, you can wear them sheer. So those are the blushes. I love them. Definitely check them out. Swatch them at Ulta. See what you think. When you swatch them, try to swatch, like you can do a heavy swatch, but also kind of try to shear it out on your hand just so you can get an idea of how it would look sheared out on your cheeks. So today I'm wearing Chroma, which is like that berry shade. That's the one I have on. Really pretty, blended nicely. Love the blushes. So I gave those a big thumbs up. I really like those. So my daughter just got up from her nap and she's right there. You guys can probably see her. She actually got one of those, they're called dock band helmets to fix her flat head. So if you see that little helmet on her head, that's why. She got one of those yesterday. She looks cute in it though. So now I want to go over the Lorac Nude Necessities eyeshadow palette. This retails for $30 and you get 16.8 grams of product. This is what the box looks like. So let me just read to you what it says. It says, get natural definition and subtle highlight with Lorac Nude Necessities eyeshadow palette. This sleek and sexy metallicized eyeshadow palette contains 12 silky, nude toned eyeshadows with buildable, blendable, and highly pigmented color. Create soft, delicate, and wearable combinations with shimmering highlighters, matte bases, and traditional shadows in color-coordinated rows of warm, cool, neutral shades that are perfect for everyday wear. Achieve the no makeup look with Lorac. Alright, so this is the palette. Again, it has like that charcoal chrome packaging. I really like the packaging. It's just nice. It's not like their traditional cardboard packaging with most of their palettes. So I really do like this. It's slim, it's sleek, great for storage, great for travel. In the palette, it does come with a full-size mirror. I like the fact that you can open it all the way and then also sit it at a 90-degree angle. If you want to do your makeup, you can actually see your whole face. It does not come with a brush or a sponge tip applicator. So in here you do get 12 eyeshadows that are matte, shimmer, and satin. You do get a row of warms, cool tones, and neutral tones. So I've been testing this palette all week long, and I definitely don't think this is a must-have. It's definitely not a favorite palette of mine. I do like it, but I just don't think it's a must-have, and I think it's going to be suited for a small group of people. If you're somebody who likes to wear very subtle, very minimal eye makeup, I think this would be great for you. But if you're somebody who likes something that's gonna pack a punch, something that's gonna give you really high pigmentation, or you want a good color variety of neutrals, I don't think this is gonna be the palette for you, because even the darkest shade, which is this one here, is not that dark, so you don't get that much definition. I do like the fact that you get some shimmers, satins, and mattes in here, so it's nice. And then you do have the different undertones, but I don't feel like there's much of a variation in those undertones, especially with the matte browns and satin browns. I just don't think you can tell much of a difference once they're applied to the eyes. Like, the warms are not really richly warm, and the cool tones are not like super cool tone like grays or anything like that. So the color variation is very minimal. It's not like you can see a huge difference in the colors once applied. You can more with the shimmery ones. I mean, they're not hugely different in color, but they're a little bit more than the like brown shades. So I am wearing a shimmery one on the lid and a couple of the other ones on the crease. And I will say that the shimmery ones swatch much better on my hand than they apply to the lid. They're a very light wash of shimmer to the lid. It's not very intense. But what I've been doing is I've been applying the shimmery ones wet to my lid. It gives it much more intensity. And I'm just somebody who likes a very metallic or intense shimmery shadow. I don't like those very light washes of shimmer on my lid. It's just my preference. But some people don't like very shimmery shadows, so I think this would be good for you if you just like very minimal shimmer to the lid. Shimmery ones swatch really well, but they don't apply the best or give that much pigmentation on the lid. And then the mattes, I feel like they don't swatch that well on my hand, but they apply nicely to the lid. Like, you get more color payoff with them, but they're very light and subtle, so just keep that in mind. So I'm just gonna insert some swatches of these. I'm not gonna go over each shadow, just because I don't want this video to be too long and because my daughter is playing in the background. But again, I don't think this is a must-have. I don't think this is suited for everybody, but it is nice for those days where I want a light wash of color on my lid, like today. Something where I just do a little bit of shadow and some liner and some mascara and I'm good. The other thing I wanted to mention about this palette is I don't think it's suited for those with a medium to dark complexion because the eyeshadows are so subtle. So I don't think that these shadows will show up that well on people with medium to darker skin tones. I think it's suited more for people with fair to light complexions. I do think maybe like some of the shimmery ones, like these lighter ones, would show up on a darker skin tone, but as far as like the browns and the colors that are supposedly more deep, those definitely won't show up too well on you, because if you look at my eyes, I have one of the deepest shades on my crease and it's still not that deep, you know what I mean? So this is very limited to a small amount of people, I feel. All right, so the last thing I want to review is the foundation. This is the Sheer POREfection foundation. It's oil-free, paraben-free, and fragrance-free. You get 1.2 fluid ounces in here, and this retails for $34. So let me just tell you what it says on the back. It says, this oil, paraben-free and fragrance-free makeup is infused with anti-aging antioxidants of vitamin A and E, olive leaf extract, lemon fruit extract, and papaya fruit extract to help soothe, nourish, and rejuvenate. The lightweight formula helps keep skin healthy, youthful, and radiant with a clean, better than natural, no makeup look and feel. Get a poreless looking, silky smooth finish and achieve complexion perfection with Lorac. It's a sheer to medium buildable coverage and it's suited for all skin types, including sensitive skin. So I've been using this all week long. I do have this on today and I do like the way it looks. I've kind of had mixed feelings about this. I haven't formed my final thoughts about it. I do like it, but I don't love it right now. And I'm kind of trying it out with different products underneath, with different primers. There's even been days where I just put my facial oil on, and generally with most foundation that works well, but I felt like the foundation broke down. I didn't like how the foundation broke down when I wore my facial oil, so today I did not put a facial oil on, and I think it looks better already. So I think you have to find the perfect products to wear underneath it. So this is what the actual packaging looks like. So I do like the packaging. Has a pump. So this foundation is definitely sheer, but it is buildable to a medium coverage. I personally prefer something that's medium to full coverage. Most of the time, there are some days or some periods of time where I like a lighter foundation. I don't necessarily like sheer coverage foundations because I feel like if I'm going to put something on my face, I want it to have some coverage, and sheer is just like kind of pointless to me, but that's just my personal opinion about it. So if you're somebody who likes a full coverage foundation, this is not going to be for you because it is not full coverage. And if you like something that's matte, this is not going to be for you. It does give you a very natural finish. I would say it's like somewhat dewy to satin. It's not like overly dewy, but it's also not quite like satin. I don't know. It's kind of in between, I feel. So I do like the coverage that it gives my skin, especially if I'm having a good skin day. It just looks nice and radiant and just like healthy looking, natural on my skin. It doesn't look cakey, doesn't feel heavy. So I do like the way that it looks initially when I apply it. But like I said before, with certain things that I wore under it, it did break down rather quickly. And I don't like the way that it sat on my skin hours after wearing it. It kind of almost accentuated my pores. But then I wore it yesterday with something else and I thought it looked so much better. So I don't know if my skin was just being problematic at a certain point in time when I was trying this. But I'm going to keep testing this out to see how I like it. I do like it. I'm not in love. It's not my favorite foundation. But I think this would be good for somebody who likes a lighter coverage foundation, something that looks natural. If you have more normal to dry skin, I think you would like this. But if you're oily and if you like full coverage, it's not going to be for you. So I don't know. If you've tried this foundation, let me know what you guys think about it. So far, I just think it's okay and I like it. I just don't love it. So I'm just going to tell you really quickly what I'm wearing on my face because a lot of you always ask me. So let's see. I'm wearing the Lorac foundation. I have my Revlon Nearly Naked powder over it. I have the Lorac Nude Necessities eyeshadow palette on. I have this as my brow bone highlight. This as my crease. No, this one's my lid color today. And I have this in the crease and I think this one in the crease. Yeah, the darker one. So I have that in the crease as well. So those are all the shadows that I have on today. I'm wearing my Cargo Matte Bronzer BZM02. Love this bronzer. And highlight, I have my J-Cat Beauty highlighter in Coconut Island. Love this. For lips, I have the Milani Color Statement lip liner in Spice. It's one of my go-to lip liners lately. And for lips, I have this beautiful color. I love it. It's the ColourPop Lippy Stick in Grunge. It's a matte. I don't know if this was limited edition, but I love this color. So that's what I have on today. And that blush from Lorac. It's the Chroma blush. Really pretty. So I think that's it. So that's it for this video. If you guys have used some of these new products from Lorac, just leave your comments or thoughts about them down below. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and always being patient when my daughter's in the background, like jumping around and making noise. So I'm gonna go downstairs and have lunch and feed her and just hang out with her for the rest of the day. So thank you guys so much for watching as always and have a great day. Bye.